The benefits of having an online business go far beyond the income and the cash flow that you receive. There are 101 different reasons to have an online business, and a lot of them have to do with lifestyle and impact. So one of the greatest things about the internet is that you can reach people on a global scale 24/7. So you can impact people easier and more consistently than ever before in history. Anyone with an internet connection can reach people across the world their first day in business. But there are other benefits. And the main reason I got into having an online business is because of the lifestyle. So when I was younger, I lived in Pennsylvania, and I used to take a spring break trip to Colorado once a year to go snowboarding. So once a year I would go on vacation, I would have the best week of my year, and then I would go back home to Pennsylvania. And I started to think to myself, why does this have to be a vacation? Why can't I just be on vacation all the time? And most people will tell you you can't do that. Most people will tell you to be realistic, to grow up, to settle for your lot in life. But here's the thing. With technology these days, you really can live the exact life that you want. So if you find out that you like spending your time on beaches in Thailand, or you like serving nonprofits in Nepal, or you'd rather be in China, or you'd rather be in France, you can be anywhere you want with your business, okay? If you have things set up correctly online. So what did I do? I decided I want to be on vacation all the time. I'm going to move to Colorado after high school and just snowboard every single day of the week. And that's what I did. And for about 5 years, I lived in the mountains, and I delivered pizzas, and I snowboarded competitively. And then I decided I'd try and grow up and get a real job. And that didn't last very long. I realized I had gotten used to living life on my own terms. So I tried to figure out, okay, what's going to allow me to do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it? And I'm not averse to hard work. I'm a very hard worker. So I was willing to put in the work as long as it was on my own terms. So that's how I got into going into business for myself. First I worked in real estate, and then I decided I wanted to travel the world, so I transitioned to an online business. But I tell you this because today I'm heading out to Portland, Oregon for a couple of weeks, then I'm headed to Austin after that. And I'm going to be working the whole time, so I'm not going to take a hit to my income. And it's just after Labor Day here in the States when I'm recording this, which means everyone else just got done with their vacations. So everybody's going back to school, they're going back to work, and now is the perfect time to head out and take a vacation of your own. Because if you do things the opposite of the majority, there's going to be less crowds, it's going to be cheaper, you're going to get to enjoy things, have them to yourselves, so you beat the crowds. So my plane ticket to Portland was $37, and that's because this is off-peak times. And I do the same things with vacations. I'll go to the beach during off-peak times. I'll do things when other people are not doing them, because if you do things the same time as everyone else wants to do them, they're going to be more expensive, they're going to be more crowded, and I found that you can have a much nicer experience if you can actually go against the grain of the masses. So to paraphrase Mark Twain, he said, if you find yourself on the side of majority, it's time to reassess. And this is what you have to do to create a successful online business, okay? You have to stop thinking like everybody else. If you think and act like everyone else, you're going to get the same life everyone else has. And if you're okay with that, that's totally fine. But if you want anything other than an average life, which is what the masses live by definition, then you're going to have to start to think differently than them. So I actually heard a punk song in high school by NoFX that was about Mondays, about how much this band loved Mondays because everyone else is at work, they could go to the movies, they were cheaper, there was no crowds, there's no traffic, there's no lines. And that really started to get me thinking about, okay, how do I live this life that's the opposite of everyone else and get to take advantage of doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing? So if you want a life lived on your own terms, if you want to be on vacation all the time, and by that I don't mean that you never work, I just mean you get to live wherever in the world you want to live, you get to take trips when you want to take trips, and you don't have to give up your income to do it, because I'm going to work on the plane, I'm going to work in the Uber on the ride to the airport, I'm going to work when I get to Portland, I'm going to work in Austin, and I'll probably get more done because on the road there's less distractions, you know. I can't just go over to my kitchen and eat a snack or watch TV instead of working. So it's easier to avoid procrastination while I'm traveling. So if you want cheap fares, if you want to beat traffic, if you want to live life very differently than everyone else, think about building your online business. Think about building a system that's going to make you money no matter where you are in the world, no matter what time of day it is, because you're reaching customers worldwide and you're doing things the opposite of what the masses are doing. And no disrespect to the masses, whatever life you want to live is perfectly fine with me, okay? I just want to live one that's a little bit different than normal. So I'm off to the airport, but something to consider. My name is Christian Martin. I'll see you next time.